How's it howlin', everybody? Wolf Prince Leon here, and welcome back to Let's Play Jak and Daxter: The Precursor Legacy. In the last episode, we got to meet the villagers of Sandover Village and find out that all of them had problems. And we went to Sentinel Beach to get all but one of the power cells in that area. And in this episode, we're going to continue this section by going to the Forbidden Jungle and hopefully Misty Island in this episode. Without further delay, let's get wild! So our first stop is going to be the Forbidden Jungle, and along with the fact that we need to get to that switch Kira talked about, we also need to find the fishermen, as well as get the scout flies. So that's 3 missions we already know about. In addition, I'm also trying to get every single precursor orb in the game to get a trophy, so I'm still looking around for those. This is actually a first for me, because unlike most of the games I play, I can actually get every single trophy in this game for once in my life. So I'm actually going to go for it. I'm going to get every power cell, I'm going to get every precursor orb, I'm going to get every scout fly. So hopefully that'll get me every single trophy. I mean, I already went back to Geyser Rock off screen and grabbed the small few precursor orbs I missed the first time. So the Forbidden Jungle is a lot more treacherous than the beach or Jungle Village. It's a lot more dense, it's a lot more maze-like, a lot of twists and turns, and a lot more enemies. And there's also some zones within the zone, so there's a lot more to work on. So you've gotta be sure not to miss anything. And as you start, there's going to be some small spikes, tentacles all over that are painful to the touch. Until you beat the boss at this level, and if there's a boss, they will continue to be a hindrance. But now we're probably going to drop down here, because here's where the fisherman is, so we can get him to let us use his speedboat after we do his challenge.
Why couldn't these be assaulted fish lips on rye?
What do you have in the basket?
Nothing to talk about. Them monsters patrolling the ocean took a bite out of me fishing rig. And now they're gobbling up me catch. No matter what I try, I can't seem to catch a single fish in this river.
Woo! Maybe it's your breath.
Shut up, Dax.
You think you can do better?
Oh, now you've done it, Dax.
Try scooping up river fish with a tiny net. I'll give you a power cell if you can catch 200 pounds of them critters. And then I'll let you and Shrimp here use my speedboat to get to Misty Island to try the challenge.
Challenge accepted.
There are 2 types of good fish to catch. 1 pound fishies and 5 pound fishies. If you miss 20 pounds of good fish, then I'm gonna take me net back from you. There are poisonous eels in this river. Catch even one of them boogers, and you'll poison the whole darn catch.
This challenge is deceptively easy to get wrong. Using the analog stick, you move the net left or right, but it's very easy to overshoot and miss a fish, and that can stack up the numbers really fast. And you have to avoid those eels at any cost. My advice would be to try to not do it as much as you think you want to do it, just a little less. Not to mention the fact that with each wave that comes, it gets a little faster, making it even harder to make sure to get every single fish, and easier for a fish to miss and stack up the numbers. Remember, you can only miss 20 pounds of good fish before you have to start all over again. So keep your eyes on what's coming and plan accordingly.
Right! Steady, boy! Looks like you could use a bigger lift. Your sails are sagging in the wind, boy. Here comes a big one! Your sails are sagging in the wind, boy. Steady, boy! Right with you! Hold steady! Almost there. Steady, boy! Your sails are sagging in the wind. You did it! You caught 200 pounds of fish! Not bad for a couple of landlubbers. Here's the power cell I promised. And you can use my boat at the village dock whenever you like.
And this is a trophy mission. Hand over fish. Awesome! But seriously, Dax, you need to keep your mouth shut. The only reason we ended up doing that challenge was because you opened your big blabber! A new hazard in these shallow waters is these piranhas. You spin kick them, but you can't punch them because you can't really punch in the shallow waters. So you gotta make sure to hit them before they hit you, or you will lose a life. Looks like we found an eco machine.
Let's get up on that machine and break the mirror diverting the precursor beam.
We'll get to it in due time, but there's another mission I wanted to do first.
Hey, there's little lightning marks on those posts, and there's lightning coming out of that vent over there. Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
I'd be surprised if we weren't thinking the same thing. First we'll take out the precursor storage module, and then we'll build the bridge. This is actually the start of the mission that Kira gave us last episode. We need to get into the temple to find the switch. So power up and off we go! Holy yak, how these precursors knew their stuff!
We need to get to the top of that tower.
So yeah, this is part one of the challenge that Kira gave us. We get to the top of the tower to get inside. And remember when I said there were zones within this zone? This is one of them. This whole tower is its own platforming segment. Your goal is to maintain your charge of Blue Eco as you scale the tower, as the Blue Eco will activate the platform that will take you even higher until you get to the power cell where the platform going into the tower is. We made it, and the power cell is ours. But that's only part one. This is where it gets even more fun. Now, this is the point where we really get into the zone within a zone, as we go into the tower.
Yeah, so we got a precursor launcher here, but you aren't powered up with the blue stuff. So it ain't gonna help us!
Shut up, Dax! is the switch that Kira was talking about. Once we get that power cell, the eco vents from Blue Eco will open up all around the world, including Sentinel Beach.
Wow, did you see that? Blue eco vents have been activated all over the world. I knew there was a way to turn them on. There must be places to turn on the other eco vents as well.
Ooh, foreshadowing. But now there's one tiny little problem. How do we get out of here? So now that we have to go through this precursor door and follow the path to get out of here. What in the name of the Howling Islands is that thing? Ladies and gentlemen and others, this is the boss of the Forbidden Jungle, the Dark Eco Plant. Not only has it been responsible for all the different spiky tentacles on the surface, but it's also clogging up the blue eco vent that we need to get out of here, so we have to defeat it. Let's get rolling! So this monster cycles through two phases. First, it'll send out minions to take you out before creating platforms for you to jump on and kick it in the face. The minions throw spikes briefly, and if you try to hit it with the spikes, it'll hurt you. So you have to wait for the minions to retract their spikes in order to hit them. And only after all the minions are taken out will it move on to the second phase to make the platform. And apparently, because we beat this thing, we got a black thumb. Go figure. And we safely made it out. Alright, back to the rest of the jungle. And now I get to show you what happens when you die.
That looks like it hurt. Should I call for backup?
Will you give it a rest already, Dax? Yeah, so they even get comedic with the deaths, because sometimes Dax will say something in response to you dying, like he did just now. There's like 5 or 6 of these different variations. I don't know if I'll be able to show them all to you, but if they happen, they'll happen. So I'm backtracking back to the temple so I can get a scout fly because I was still focused on the main mission. And so now I'm powered up with Blue Eco specifically to open a door to another power cell right about here. And now we can take care of this eco beam since almost everything else is done. Just need a few more precursor orbs and one more scout fly.
over the jungle must redirect the eco beam. Let's go fiddle with him. Line up the beam by pointing it at the next tower. Hey, we can follow the beam to find the next tower.
Yeah, he's right. You use these towers to redirect the beam from one tower to the other until it reaches the village. I can't believe I nearly forgot about this power cell. Although that's kind of the point of this one. It's so out of the way that you always forget about it. It's by design.
Let's go to the next tower and reconnect the beam there.
I'm actually going to wait on that until I get the rest of the resources here. One more scout fly and whatever precursor orbs I've missed. There's the last scout fly and now we're buzzing. So apparently the Dark Eco Plant ate some orbs too, and I gotta stomp them out of them. And now all that's left is to connect the Eco Beam. This is the final tower. As soon as we connect this one, it'll connect directly to the windmill and restore power to the village so that the mayor will give us the power cell.
We should go tell that windbag of a mayor that he owes us big time for connecting the village energy beam.
Shut up, Dax!
Good. You've collected enough power cells to fuel my heat shield. Meet me by the entrance to the fire canyon by climbing the cliff behind the farmer's house. Bring the power cells, and hurry! My father says he's seen more lurkers around.
So yes, I technically have enough power cells to move on, but I'm not going to yet. I want to collect as many power cells as I can in this section of the world first. So I still need to get the 240 for the Oracle. I still need to see the mayor. I still need to go to Sentinel Beach to get that one power cell. I still need to collect the precursor orbs in Sentinel Beach as well. And I still need to go to Misty Island.
Oh, what a wonderful sight! I thank you. The entire village will thank me. Boys, you have restored power to the village and guaranteed my re-election. And for that, my boy, you've earned a power cell.
And for this, we get the Shiny Happy Steeples trophy. So now that the eco vent is unplugged here at Central Beach, we can use the eco and the launcher to make our way to where the cannon is and take them out from the power cell, as well as get more precursor orbs.
Ooh, let's use the cannon to blow things up!
So, remember when I said to beware of the lurker sharks? Yeah. So that's where the precursor orbs were hiding all this time. Well, not that I have them. We'll take a break and then come back to take on Misty Island. See you soon. And we're back. It's time to head to the place where this all began. The place where Daxter got ossified. It's time to go to the final area of this part of the world. It's time to return to Misty Island. Let's do it.
This place gives me the creeps! And trust me, it's a whole new experience when you're covered in fuzz!
How many times am I gonna have to say, shut up, Dax, this episode alone? Anyway, this is Misty Island, the place where everything got started, where Dax got turned into an Ottsel, and we've got a few missions to do anyway. We gotta stop the cannon, find the Muse, and find the scout flies, and we probably have some other missions around here as well, so let's get rolling.
Hey! I see the sculptor's muse!
Oh no, not this thing again! This thing is one slippery little bugger. It's such a pain to catch! See, every time you get close, it runs away. Again and again. You try to go at it on the other angle, it turns around and runs back. Like, this thing is almost impossible to catch on your normal feet. So you gotta start rolling and jumping all over the place until you eventually catch the thing! Whew. There we go! Got it! Dax, I know it was annoying, but you didn't have to be like that.
Hey! Don't fall into the mist below us! Because I don't think we'll make it back! Do me a favor and keep away from those dark eco boxes!
So, we have a few missions already. We can use the blue eco to get to the precursor door, or we can use the blue eco to go the other direction to a platform leading to a power cell. Both are equally tricky. Okay, here we go. Gonna use this eco to get to that blue eco to get another blue eco to make it to the platform, and hopefully it works. Good news, it worked. Bad news, gotta wait for the platform. Still, that means I get the power cell. Awesome! Power lunch, eh? That's usually a good cheeseburger for me, but who am I to judge?
Watch your back! We remember what happened the last time we were here! It's an ambush, Jack! It's an ambush!
Ambush indeed! We've got a bunch of creatures coming after us, and we have to take them out one by one, or they will well want to take us out. And it ain't easy, trust me!
Step 1. Stay alive. Step 2. Think about not doing something like that again!
Shut up, Dax!
I was right behind you, Jack! Really, I was.
Shut up, Dax!
Heimlich! Stretcher! Yuck. Breath mint?
Will you give it a rest already, Dax? Ay, that was a tough one. At least I don't have to deal with another one of those Dax quotes again. Sheesh.
This place gives me the willies! Let's keep you out of the ooze, okay?
Tonight's main event features Jack and Daxter kicking some major butt. So another simple yet effective power cell is right here on this ship. Just gotta climb to the top of it and claim it as our own. Simple, effective. That's a lot of these power cells in a nutshell. And I really, really enjoyed that. Sometimes they're really challenging. Sometimes they're as easy as finding it. So, this precursor storage device tripped me up for a bit. At first I thought I had to somehow get that small cluster override activated until I found the ledge with the other two eco clusters, so I could just chain them together and then bada bing, bada bang, kid. And after a brutal obstacle course, we complete Samos' mission.
I have to admit, I'm impressed. You two didn't screw up. Now that the lurkers can't open that silo, they can't flood the world with dark eco and cause untold destruction. Wipe that ridiculous grin off your face, Daxter. The two of you have plenty to do. Get on with it.
And so the remainder of our missions require the aircraft super, allowing us to use it for the first time even before the Fire Canyon.
Let's plow into those balloon lurkers and shred them! I said, shred the lurkers, Jack. Not the mines! Rule number 1, always avoid the mines!
Oh, for the love of all that is holy, can you just be quiet, Dax? I do not like the way Dax is in the first game. He's so condescending, so sarcastic, so snarky, so annoying every time he talks like this. I am very grateful that he mellowed out and got better in the latter two games, but I still have to slog through this version of Daxter in this game, through this, and the next few levels, and the final boss, and all of that. Jeez! Well, at least I got the power of the scout block. that, we only have a few more things to do. We need to give the muse back to the sculptor, and then bring the aura called the precursor orbs for both its power cells. Let's roll!
Oh, my muse! You saved her! Oh, you really are the best. Here, take this power cell. I won't need it now that I have my inspiration back.
For your gift, another power cell is yours. You have proven yourself worthy. Here is a power cell.
Well, that's that. I now have every power cell, every scout fly, every precursor orb in this section of the world. There is literally nothing left to accomplish, so the only thing left to do is to go to the Fire Canyon and continue on to the second hub world of Rock Village. Let's roll. Well, guys, this is it. We've got everything